Hey everyone, welcome back to Psychonauts. Last time we learned how to levitate, which means we can get pretty much anywhere in camp. So it's time to go collect all the stuff that I couldn't get to before, and while we're at it, we might as well see what everybody's up to at the moment. Sounds saucy.
Whoa, Elton, I hope you're not waiting for me. Oh, jeez, sorry. Carry on, sailor. Hey, you guys want to go do something? Watch TV or something? Want to help me find Dogen's brains? They're missing.
Oh no, he's just like that. Oh.
Hey, I beat Bobby in this levitation race. It was pretty cool. I got a oarsman's badge, so I can get us a canoe if you guys want to go canoeing. Have you guys ever jumped down these big hollow stumps they have all around camp? No? Okay, I'm gonna go back to Sasha's secret lab now. If you guys need me, that's where I'll be. Okay, I'm gonna go back to Sasha's secret lab now. If you guys need me, that's where I'll be.
They're just gonna do that pretty much forever. So let's see what's back at the main lodge. Looks like Kitty and Frankie have moved on. Wonder what those two are up to, other than the roof.
That's weird. Those guys just left all their stuff out here. Wonder what happened to them.
Well, we'll worry about finding them a bit later. For now, I want to see what Clem and Crystal are doing. I'm getting kind of worried about those two. I think they shouldn't be in high places.
So this is it.
Yep,
I'm so happy, Clem.
me too, Crystal.
It's going to be great, isn't it?
Super great.
We're going to be so powerful, aren't we?
More powerful than you can imagine.
I can't wait. The sunset's beautiful, isn't it?
It will be more beautiful afterwards.
When we've done what we're going to do.
Yes, when we finish the project.
The people down there look like ants, don't they?
They are ants, Crystal. Cruel, cruel little ants.
Oh, Clem, it's not their fault.
Still, they're gonna be sorry.
Yes, that's true. They will all be sorry. Hey, is that Nils down there with Chloe?
Whoa, that's weird.
Oh, man. I've got to tell Elka.
What's the point?
I guess soon there won't be much point to any of this, will there?
Not when we finish.
The project.
Yes.
You hear about Elton and Milka?
Oh, what?
Totally a couple now.
No way. I thought Elton loved Lily.
Yeah. Well, and I thought Milka loved Quentin.
Well, I guess if people's love was something you could trust, we wouldn't be here now, would we?
Good point as always, Clem.
Well, are you ready?
Just one more minute. Let's just watch the sun until it sets.
All right. Let's let people have one last sunset before things change forever.
Forever.
I think this is where I need to step in.
What are you guys doing up here?
Oh, hey, Raz!
Didn't see you there.
We're just looking at the sunset.
Shh. Just wait until he leaves.
It is a nice sunset, isn't it?
Yes.
It is a nice sunset, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, they sound like they'll be okay.
Look who's still punching!
Yay, Raz! Punch, punch, punch!
Punch, punch, punch! Oh, God, what have I done? Punch, punchy, punch, punch! Punch, Raz, punch! Punch! Hooray!
Yay, Raz! Punch, punch, punch! Punch, punch, punch! Punch, punchy, punch, punch! Punch, Raz, punch!
Remember to keep filling up those scavenger hunt forms. We got a couple of big promotions
this is
for the
it.
winner.
Alright, they're done.
I'm so
I'm
happy
getting as
for
far
you.
away from those two as possible. Let's see what's going on inside the lodge.
Kitty! Oh, Kitty. Girl! Ooh, oh, oh.
Well, that's a new tune.
Kitty! Kitty! Kitty, you so fine, girl! Yeah, yeah, yeah!
Switch it up, Quentin. Come on.
Miss Boo Bye! Boo!
That's not even a song, dude. That's like a weird slow jam.
How about this? In the city! She's so pretty! It's a pity! This little titty! My itty bitty! Kitty, kitty! My perfect fitty! Makes me out giddy! My oven mitty! I'm never quitty! So very witty! She got no zitty! Soon we'll go steady in the city.
Well, I think I know why she's not on the other side of that wall anymore.
Drum solo. Woo! You heard the man. It's a pity.
Alright, I don't think they've got anything new to do.
This little ditty. My itty bitty.
They're not phased. Let's go check on Dogen, shall we?
TV. Hacky sack.
Yes, hacky sack.
Oh, no. They're all brainless.
Hi, Raz.
Vernon, you're okay.
Yeah, we're great. Me and my pals Kitty and Frankie are just hanging out telling stories and watching the boob tube.
TV.
Vernon, look at them. They're zombies.
It did seem kind of weird when they let me get this close to them. And then they didn't mind when I talked all through the show. Kitty even agreed to go on a date with me, more or less. We're gonna play hacky sack.
Keep an eye on them, Vernon. I'm gonna go figure out what's causing this.
Roger that, Raz. Did you ladies know one of the bloodiest battles of the Civil War was fought on the shore of this very lake? Yup, it's true. It happened back when this place was still an Indian summer camp and burial ground. A group of Union soldiers got separated from their regiment. Night was falling, and they were cold and scared of Dracula. Boo. I'm kidding. They were just terrified of getting shot. Though I'm sure any of them with any sense were afraid of Dracula too. They stumbled across an old building. You could still see it on the far side of the lake. So they decided to spend the night there. Little did they know it was an abandoned Indian insane asylum built on a caveman burial ground. Yup. Little did they also know that a cursed fish lived in the asylum, and that he was an escaped lunatic, but from a different asylum. So even though he was actually living in an asylum, he was still counted as escaped. And what was his curse, you ask? Where his gills should have been? He had hooks. Yup, and where one of the hooks should have been? He had a lung. Yup, a lung. And instead of being about 14 inches long, he was 10 feet tall. But that wasn't the scariest thing. The scariest thing, the absolute scariest thing, and the thing that still makes the old-timers' blood turn to ice, and vice versa, is the part I said first about how he had hooks for gills. Oh, brr. Anybody need a hug? Anybody? No? Okay then, anybody mind if I tell that story again?
I do.
Vernon, you keep watch over these guys while I try to find their brains. I'm going back to Sasha's lab now to find out what's going on.
Take your time. I've got a lot of really good stories.
No,
Here
thank
we
you.
go. Did you ladies know one of the bloodiest battles of the Civil War was fought on the shore of this very lake? Yup, it's true.
How you doing,
It
Dogan?
happened back when this place
what's
was
on?
still an
TV?
Indian summer camp and
What do you like
burial
better?
ground.
TV
A group
or
of
air?
Union soldiers got
TV?
separated from their
Hey, you happen to
regiment.
know the country
Night
code
was
for two
falling,
TV?
and they were cold and
First question.
scared
What do you think
of
the Queen is drinking
Dracula.
right now?
Boo.
Second question. What was your
I'm
favorite
kidding.
science
They
fiction
were just
miniseries in the
terrified of
80s?
getting shot.
TV?
Though I'm sure any of them
Yeah,
with any sense
good idea.
were afraid of Dracula
You rest here
too.
while I find your
They
brains.
stumbled across an
TV?
old building. You could still see it on the side of
There's annoyance on all sides.
Oh, get it!
I need to finish my business in here quickly. So let's see what's still to be found. The only thing in the lodge is one scavenger hunt item, but you might notice I haven't seen it yet. Where could it be? Well, the answer is up.
She got no zitty.
Anybody need a
Way up here in the rafters, which we can only reach with levitation, we find the voodoo doll.
Soon we'll
And so that's pretty much going to be the tone of the rest of the video, going around and finding all the things I missed. Just 3 psi cards here, and I remember 2 of them being down at the parking lot. The other one I could have gotten before I learned levitation, I just never found it. It's just over in this corner somewhere. But, well, that's not the way I wanted to go. There it is. I can just see it over in the corner. And one of the problems with levitation is that because it is a ball, it tends to roll downhill. And if you land on a sloped surface, you get dangerously close to going all the way back to the beach again. So I'm just going to walk. Now we're on a downhill, so it's safe to roll. See if anybody's posted anything interesting on the bulletin board while I've been gone.
Lily, I'm sorry if this hurts you, but you should know. Milka and I have fallen in love. I don't know how it happened. Does anyone ever really know? The heart wants what it wants. Friends, Elton. P.S. I have your last homework assignment. If you want to meet me sometime, I can give it to you. Lily, if you want your last homework assignment, you can find it at the bottom of Lake Oblongata, where I put it, which is where I'll put you and those hoes, Frankie and Kitty, if you ever mess with Elton again. Understood? Milka. Hey, has anyone seen Kitty? She went down to the beach for a swim and hasn't come back. If you see her, please tell her I'm down in the woods by the lake looking for her. Frankie. Alien visitors, please be advised that I have discovered bizarre alien life on home planet and need to investigate before traveling to your galaxy. The subject has grotesque calcium protrusions in the mouth area and a pronounced hair-like tumor on top of his head. Definitely an ambassador from another galaxy. We'll resume communication once the subject has been isolated. Chloe. Story time this afternoon. gifted storyteller Vernon Tripe will be thrilling audiences in the TV lounge this afternoon with his gripping tales. Come early to make sure you get a good seat. My Russian associate and I are pleased to announce that our protection services are now available to the public on a contractual basis. So if you're getting grief from a bully or a thug, come see Maloof and McHale. Protection is our business. Okay, we tried to spread our cheer all over camp, but once again this year we were met with meanness and cruelty. So I'm sorry to say this is the end. Crystal and I are taking measures to make sure we never get teased again. You will all be very, very sorry. Goodbye, Clem Foot. And P.S. Do not come by the roof of the main lodge anytime soon, because our plan is secret, and you can't stop us anyway. Crystal. Still with the hearts, though. Lily, I'm sorry if this hurts you, but...
Alright, we're back to the beginning. So, the other two cards that I couldn't reach before, one is on top of the historic stump. And again, being on a rolling ball makes it rather difficult to position yourself precisely. And the other one's over in that basketball hoop. There we go, 2 points. And I wanted to get a closer look at the symbol on this stump. It's just the Psychonauts logo. I guess those are the VIP spaces. Although, Mia didn't park in one, so...
See you in hell!
There's a bird roast dinner. Oh, wait a second. It just occurred to me. People wanted me to change the color of my levitation ball.
There's that smell again.
Can I change the color of my levitation ball?
Like, say, to what?
I think the thing I most heard was deep purple. So, there it is.
Okay.
Hope that makes you feel pretty.
Nothing more to report at this time.
Crawl her out.
And there's the new color. Doesn't really look all that much different to me. But I guess it's a little different. And the only thing to do in this area, really, other than cleaning up the last couple of cards, is to see what the janitor's up to.
Hey, Mr. Cruller. I'm a trained levitator now. You have to admit that would come in handy to clean those high-up-type places.
I could go up to the store on the main lodge and buy a cobweb duster that would do the same thing. Levitation.
Hey, Mr. Cruller. I'm a trained levitator now.
Levitation.
So let's see what I'm missing from here. 3 Psy cards and a scavenger hunt item. Now, 2 of those things are up in this tree nearby. You might remember I was trying to get into the branches earlier to get that card, and I couldn't reach it. I'm pretty sure you can't get up here without levitation no matter what. And one of the other cards was over on that series of logs in the little pond here. If I can get up that high. And granted, with levitation, you can always get up that high. It's just a question of where you have to start from. Some of the jumps, even with levitation, are tricky. And it goes without saying that there are jumps later in the game that would be impossible without it. Unfortunately, I don't know exactly where the last card is, so snip about 20 minutes of me looking around for it before I finally happen to just spot it behind me. Another one that I could have gotten at any time. So, on to the GPC. Now, before I go too far, let's see what I'm missing. 2 Psy cards and 2 scavenger hunt items. One of those I can't get even with levitation. But there's Nils and Chloe.
You know Chloe for a chick whose face I can't see because she's always wearing a helmet, you're pretty cute. I'm not human, Earth primate. But you are the girl model of whatever it is you are, right? Affirmative. At this point, that's totally close enough.
Man, what smells like butt? Oh, hey, Nils. How about you and your butt and its odor take a hike before I puke?
But...
It'd be a real shame if you had to leave your butt here because it was anchored to my foot. Now beat it! Hi, Chloe. How's it, I mean, you know, what's up and stuff?
Bobby, we need to work on you a little.
Least cute couple ever.
Hey, I can levitate. Want to see my merit badge?
That's great. You can just float up on out of this forest then. Because the forest, it's off limits. Now get.
Hey!
Because the... Now get.
That's enough of him. Right up ahead is probably the best scene in the entire game.
Let me go!
What to do with small bully assistant?
Geez, I don't know. Could you put him in that deadly Nelson you were talking about?
Could. On such tiny opponent, all blood might drain out ear holes.
Ah! Shut up, Benny!
On other hand, blood from constricted trunk could rush to tongue.
And?
Tongue swells, pops. Most blood drains back down throat.
Interesting.
Less mess that way. Mouth stuffed with giant tongue can't scream. So quieter.
Ah! Shut up, Benny! You have something less drastic?
Could use half Deadly Nelson.
What's that?
Like Deadly Nelson, but less dying.
How much less?
Half.
What happens the other half of the time?
Opponent leaves. Spends the rest of short life praying for death.
Hey! Can you hear me down there? Maloof?
Shut up, Benny!
Seriously, Maloof, I apologize. Call off your goon, and I'll never bother you again. Ever!
The thing is, Benny, you're never gonna bother me again either way. So you're gonna have to offer something a lot better than that.
Like what?
Any ideas, Mikhail?
Know anything about giant hairless bear?
No.
Out of ideas. Preparing Nelson.
Well, wait! Maybe. Yeah, maybe I did see something like that. Give me a minute to think.
You ready to talk, Benny?
Hold on. It'll come to me.
Hey, you guys aren't going around taking people's brains out, are you?
Not yet, but maybe we should do some market research on that and see if there's a demand for that service.
You're not going to, kill Benny, are you?
Difficult to say.
You should take advantage of this time to quietly reflect upon your life, Benny.
Raz, buddy! You gotta help me!
Well, I can try. Well, that didn't work.
Hey!
You're lucky the boss is generous today. You're lucky the boss is generous today.
Well, I'm out of ideas. I don't think I can help Benny, and I certainly don't want to. So let's head around the back of the GPC. There was a card that I could have gotten before, but fell out of the trees and didn't feel like going back for. I just don't know where it is in relation to, well, anything else at the back of the GPC. So I'm just gonna have to keep my eyes peeled for it. Watch the skies, as it were. I don't see it anywhere on this side, so I'll have to go around to the other side. And in the meantime, there's that miner's skull still wedged into the geyser. Still can't get that. That's the one thing I'm gonna have to come back for later on. And right over here, there was a card that I couldn't reach. And somewhere up here, climbable vines growing on the side of the rock. If I can get to them. Okay, close enough. Levitation is broken in some fun ways. There's the scavenger hunt item, and the card right down here. And I think... yeah, there's the other card that was in the tree branches. It's possible to get without levitation, but everything in the game is so much easier to get. Why not just wait? There was one other thing that I forgot to do. I meant to do it at the start of the video, and might as well go back and do it now. I want to see about actually going back into Mia's dance party. See whether it's even possible, because I don't think it is.
Excuse me, Agent Vodello?
Hello, darling. Are you back for another dance?
Yes, I'd like to practice some more on the levitation course.
Well, class is over, but the party never ends. Rasputin, darling, what are you doing back here?
Just came to dance. Is that okay?
Of course! The party never ends in here. Roll away. I'm going to be in another part of my mind, tending a party I'm having with some old memories, but you have fun here.
Alright, well, this is weird.
Not much to do here except clean up all the cobwebs, collect all the figments, and get any vaults that are left.
Because I'm supposed to be going back to the lab and going into the brain tumbler at this point. But once I'm inside Mia's mind, I can use this teleport worm to go back to the collective unconscious. And then presumably go back into the brain tumbler experiment from there. And never actually go back to Sasha's lab at all. I shouldn't be here. This shouldn't be possible. But... well, I'm here, and the sensors are killing me. So I might as well explore and see whether I actually can complete this going in by a completely roundabout way. I don't know if you guys noticed that rotting meat before, but hitting it just creates an updraft, which allows me to get inside the bathtub marked Oblongata. And this is where we find the final cobweb. So you can't get that until you've come back with levitation. And there are a few more figments that we couldn't have reached before. Otherwise, I guess I can just follow the bunny up. Grab some figments along the way. And, yeah. It turns out you actually can complete this area that way.
Man, these things smell terrible. Am I sure I want to do this?
I don't want to do that.
Yes, I want to go back to the real world that badly.
We're here to do things the straightforward front way, so it's enough to know that it can be done without actually doing it. Now, before I get back to Sasha's lab so we can make progress the right way around, I do want to check out one thing. Since we saw Bobby heading off somewhere with Chloe earlier, maybe he's not guarding the pier anymore.
Hey, Bobby.
No brains!
Yep, Bobby's still guarding the pier, so there's no way for me to get everything in this room just yet. So I'm not going to sweat it if there's something I could have gotten and missed. Meanwhile, back to the other places I haven't been.
Where would you like me to take you, Agent Cruller?
Take me to the kids' cabins area.
With pleasure.
Just missing one Psy card, and this is one that you definitely can't get without Levitation. But there's someone over here to talk to first.
I don't care how long you two have been partners. James is my boyfriend now. Do you know what that means?
Well, he wears his good parade chaps a lot more.
Yes, he's less filthy, that's part of it. But the biggest change is that he can't possibly waste as much time as he used to hanging out with his loser friends.
I don't like you.
And I don't like you. So that covers everything we have in common. Now for the differences. I'm going to be with James all the time from now on. You're going to have to stay as far away from us as possible, or I'm going to make your life more miserable than I imagine it already is.
Well, that was rude.
Hey, there's this whole brain-stealing thing going on that you should know about.
I guess the game wants me to talk to Lily now.
Hey, there's this whole brain-stealing thing going on that you should know about.
Rasputin, not now!
Chicks.
Tell me about it.
Hey, JT. I could use a hired gun on this brain-stealing case I'm working on.
Huh? Oh, sorry, Raz. I'm a little preoccupied right now. Got a lot of figuring to do.
Poor guy. Having to watch his new girlfriend and his best friend go at it. Seems he does have a difficult choice to make. But this is a tough jump to make even with Levitation. You get onto this netting. Can't stand on top of that rock there, but behind me is another set of netting. I don't know who put these things here or why, but we can get to this tightrope way above everything else, where the last card in the room is. Pretty sure you can't get here from that platform down there, which is where the full rank up was. Can't get here from anywhere, and it doesn't lead anywhere. So let's descend onto Lily like a proper hero falling out of the sky.
What are you listening to?
I can't quite make it out, but something coming out of those speakers reminds me of my nightmare.
What are you listening to?
I can't quite make it out.
Well, let's go talk directly to the source of the sounds coming out of those speakers. Maybe Coach Oleander can shed some light on the subject. Or on anything at all, really.
Coach, you'll never believe the stuff I've been doing.
Ah! Listen, Private. I am at a very critical point in my lesson plan. I've almost got it all put together. I can't be taken off mission right now. Understand?
Yes, sir.
I promise that I'll come for you when I'm ready to really unlock your brain's full potential. Now, for the last time, you are dismissed, Private!
Hey, Coach, will you teach me telekinesis?
I told you, Private, I've got a lot of scheming to do here. You're dismissed.
Alright, so the last place I need to go is back to Ford's Sanctuary, but rather than using the stumps like a chump, there's a faster way.
Delicious.
I need to regroup back at HQ.
Affirmative. Prepare for extraction.
And here we go, right in the sanctuary. And I'm one card short of getting 2 rank ups. And there are no more cards that I can get right now. That's alright, because I've got just enough to get my next upgrade, and it's a pretty terrible one. The Wrecking Ball upgrade for Levitation only takes effect once you get up to full speed, so it's hard to use.
Agent Cruller?
So, how goes the training?
Now we've got a new first option in the menu, which will put me right back to where I was, but there's no point to doing that right now. It's just nice to know that you can do it.
I'd better go. Lots of work to do.
Talk to me when you want me to put you back where you were. Good luck, Rasputin.
It's really useful once we get farther from this area of the game and beyond the range of the stumps.
Where would you like me to take you, Agent Cruller?
Agent 9's lab, please?
With pleasure.
So with all that done, let's get back into the brain tumbler once I've collected the last thing that's left in this room. I do kinda want to show you how this Wrecking Ball upgrade works, but if you slow down at all, it stops working. If you hit anything that can't be destroyed, it stops. And probably the worst part, if you jump while you're moving at full speed, it stops. So I'll show you how it works, but it'll be a lot more convenient to do it later. And I think the only thing I've missed here is one scavenger hunt item. Again, maybe there's a way to get over there to it without levitation, but it would be a really tricky jump. Much easier to just get levitation and float over there. And now, it's time to get back into the brain tumbler and resolve our last mysteries.
Okay, I'm a certified levitator now. Ready to roll.
I've been running some tests. It seems that the sensitive circuitry of the brain tumbler is picking up too much psychic interference to be safe. The thoughts of some other entity are interlacing with yours at a dangerous level, which explains many of the strange things you've seen. I must call off the experiments until we know more.
Sasha, there's no time. I think my vision about Dogen came true. I'm worried it's gonna happen to the others if we don't get to the bottom of this quick.
But we don't know where the foreign projections are coming from yet.
Is there a faster way to find out than sending me in there to investigate?
And so here we are one last time. And we'll be investigating that tower and where Dogen's brain went next time.